Yeah, there really are, Emma. Of course, they got the Pride jerseys. If you do want to get this, dbacks.com/pride, you can get a special ticket and then get this jersey, and then you'll also be a part of like the Pride walk here around the stadium as well. You actually get on the field and be able to walk that. So some really cool stuff. They're going to have DJs here as well. Part of the proceeds from that ticket sales are going to go to some of the great organizations here in the Valley that do support the LGBTQ community. But also, you guys are talking about July. The 4th of July is just around the corner. And of course, you know, the D-backs, they have great games, right? But they also have some really cool fireworks displays coming up on the 3rd and the 4th of July. So you come here, you watch the game, and then right after the game, you get to watch the fireworks display. They'll open up the roof. But I gotta say, we went just a couple weeks ago with the team that puts on this fireworks display, and let me tell you, the work that goes in that just to make sure that everything goes up in the air without a hitch. Take a look at this. The colors, the sounds, and excitement of a fireworks display. There's really nothing like it. Tonight, it's the grand finale of a Diamondbacks game at Chase Field. It's a different kind of entertainment, hundreds of feet in the air. But hours before the first shell launches into the dark sky, a small team is dropping each shell into a pipe, meticulously wiring every single one to this flatbed that's then wired to a computer. For this show, hundreds of 3-inch shells will be shot off electronically. Before computer, how did you do this?
We did them with a road flare. You put them in racks and you go up to it with a road flare and touch the end of it and let it go.
So things have changed.
Things have changed.
Steve is leading a small team from Fireworks Productions of Arizona tonight, right across the street from Chase Field. They'll spend 2 to 3 hours setting up a show that will entertain for about 6 minutes.
Shoots pretty quick. There's times you get doubles, triples, quadruples firing at the same time. It just depends on what the show's programmed to be.
The fireworks show is programmed to be choreographed to music. The exact timing of when each shell will launch is calculated at the company's office, then uploaded into this small red computer box. The box is brought here to the stadium, where it's plugged into the flatbed full of wired tubing that holds the shells.
There's times where you'll get to a beat drop in the music or a certain part in the song where you pause for a second or 2 seconds, and then you might have 4, 5, 6, 10 shells all go up at once.
These shells will shoot out at about 118 miles an hour, soaring 300 to 400 feet into the air. I can say being directly under them is a totally different experience. It's intense and loud. You can practically feel every shell launching, then exploding. That feeling of excitement and awe is what hooked Steve.
I worked for the Phoenix Suns a long time ago, and they had fireworks there, and I always wanted to push the button. And I kept asking them, hey, I want to push the button. And after years of asking, they finally were like, look, we're tired of hearing from you. We have a training class, come out and do it, and learn to do it.
So then what's that like that you get to press the button and watch it?
It's impressive because you start a chain reaction of all of this going off. You started the show.
To start the show immediately after the Diamondbacks game, a team in the stadium and across the street start a 10-minute countdown. Steve calls the control tower at Sky Harbor to let them know the show will start in just minutes. At this point, all the wires are connected and the computer box is turned on with a key, and Steve is ready to hit the fire button to start the show. For the next several minutes, the team sits and watches, knowing just across the street, thousands of people are watching their hard work soar over the stadium. And so that show is going to be on July 3rd and the 4th. If you want to check out those fireworks, of course, you just come to the game, and then immediately after the game, about 10 minutes after the game, is when they launch those fireworks. Emma?